Pardon me?
Consciousness. So I say, healing is not what you think it is.
Anyway, that's okay, I'll move over.
Everything is not what you think it is. Because it's not about thinking. And then as soon as you say that, you open to something else. And what is that something else? What is this consciousness that you can open to? And it's a consciousness beyond the mind and the mind's control and the rational mind, right? It's that intuitive mind sacred gift that Einstein talks about. So now, it's a simultaneous consciousness of both. It's both. So we're in the third dimension, we're in the fifth dimension. So we hold the energy for both in honoring. You know how we always want to make it one or the other? And we're always fighting to get our opinions heard and this and that, right? It's like, it's both. And there's a way of saying that that's really effective. When you can say, that's one way of looking at it. When you're in any kind of conflict,
I have to
and
say
somebody
that to my
says
mother.
something, yeah, exactly. So you stay perfectly calm in the face of your mother and the criticism that you might be getting from somewhere. And you say, that's one way of looking at it.
I'm going to have that
And it
session
always
with my
works.
next partner.
Yeah.
Me too.
And it just totally takes the wind out of the sails of this person who's determined that you're going to see it from their point of view, and they are right, and you are wrong. You know? Right.
That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah. And in the face of something heavy that's coming at you, like some heavy criticism, it's not so easy to do. But again, it's just practice. So when I'm doing a session, giving a session, it's like I'm not there to force upon them my point of view or my belief that they can have instant healing, right? I'm there to help hold the energy for them to choose where they are and to choose. So we honor both sides, honoring the really angry, the really grief-stricken part that's screaming and yelling right there and then. That's fantastic, and I say, that's wonderful. It's wonderful, really welcome. And they say the most horrible things that happen to them, you know, right? I mean, there's massive sexual abuse in our culture. And a lot, there's so much, and it's like, yeah, just welcome that that happened, you know, and simultaneously hold it.
That's the bit. Welcome that.
Yeah.
So what do you do next? That's the thing.
What do you do after welcoming?
Welcome the next thing.
You don't need to do anything. After you welcome, you don't need to do anything. Forgiveness happens. There's no more. There's nothing more.
Just thank you for being there.
Yeah. 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 It all happens. And you're out of your mind that thinks you've got to do something and make something happen. You know? So we've been given both, right? And I mean, I know there's a little bit of a simplistic way of seeing it, but we've got it, you know, we have language that has to, you know, just like left and right brain, a bit simplistic ways of seeing it, but a simultaneous consciousness is what we want to hold. That makes sense?
No, a simultaneous consciousness of what? I'm sorry, without...
Oh, you were gone.
I was. But I can get it real quick.
So, the negative aspects of the third dimension, a reality, which we live in, and the extraordinary freedom of the fifth dimension, where nothing negative is. It just isn't, and it immediately cancels out the negative when you step into that and when you experience that. So you hold both of them in a simultaneous perception. I would call it holographic perception. That's my name for my, you know.
So are you going to tell us how to achieve that? Are you going to show us?
That's what our whole day is about.
Yeah.
That's what we're about all the time, you know. Every time we remember to drop in to our breath, to drop into our presence, every time we become conscious, right, every time we notice the sounds of the birds, the music turning on and off, and whatever's happening. Every time that we're noticing, we are being present. And every time that happens, we increase the power of presence within our bodies. And as I was saying earlier, we increase the mana, the power of intentions, having become the power of intent, you know. So we have lots of good intentions, and a lot of them are held in the mind, but when they meet with the body and become embodied, they become a mana of intent. And you can hold that. And then in your presence, healing happens. Energy moves. It may not look like healing. It may look like something that's not so good. Oh my God, like what happened, you know? Oh my God, I was just in that room and now this person's going all crazy, or all kinds of strange things can happen, you know, when energy is being moved. But it's never negative. It's never negative. Because it's moving energy. Stuck energy. The only thing that's negative is stuck. Right, Jan? You know?
Unrecognized.
Yeah, unrecognized, right?
For
when
what
it's
it is.
stuck, it's unrecognized. It's not welcomed. It's not seen.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it's welcomed, it's not stuck anymore. Right?
The computer.
I accept it and
It's strange when we talk about energy being stuck, and the computer gets stuck straight away, instantaneously. That's interesting.
it needs a little recognition.
And that's your name?
Bryn.
No,
Good.
Bryn, that's it. He said something that was interesting. Do you remember it? Because I said to you in a
It
machine.
sparked my memory.
About an A word.
Oh, was it?
Come on, let's just
Awareness?
get this thing out.
Arriving.
Yes, that was the one.
Arriving.
Yeah.
Oh,
Arriving. I heard you say, I picked it up
Yeah.
walking by. I think you
yeah,
said
arrival.
arriving.
Arrival.
Arrival.
Would you help, please? Just take it out, it won't come out. So,
It's a
Antion's always joking because things happen around computers with me sometimes. And he laughs. And then I have to get his help.